Hi, I'm Sean League, and today we're going to go over the Igaging Wi-Fi microscope again. But today we're going to talk more about the software, how to install, how to calibrate the instrument. So let's get started. Okay, so here we have our screen. I've installed the USB drive that comes with the microscope, and you see it comes up with two files. Since we have the Wi-Fi microscope, click on the Wi-Fi, just make it a little bigger, and you'll see a list of files here. The one you want is Igaging for Windows, if you're installing Windows. These other two, this is for, let's see here, this is for Android, and then we have for Apple as well. So you can also go to the iStore and download the Apple version just by looking up Igaging. So let's click Igaging for Windows here. Okay, do you want to install? Yes. You can always trust Igaging. Alright, now that's installing. And I've already installed it previously, so it's giving me this screen. So I'm going to cancel. But once you've installed it, it'll show one on your desktop, the Igaging shortcut there. You can double click on that. Say yes. And the screen will come up looking like this. There's nothing there because we haven't connected to the Wi-Fi microscope yet. So I'm going to go to here to my connections, and in the second connection you can see it says Wi-Fi scope, and so I'm going to click that, connect, and the password is 12345678. Should be easy to remember. It'll take a minute for it to actually connect, and you'll see the lights blinking on the microscope as well while it's connecting. Okay, now that it's connected, of course it'll say no internet because the microscope doesn't have internet, but it should say secured. Okay, so now you're connected. You want to click on the upper corner here. It has USB or Wi-Fi, so we're going to click Wi-Fi, and then I'm going to enlarge this. And now you can see what the microscope is seeing. Now, an interesting thing is that if you notice between the iPad here, let me roll that down. Let's see, the iPad has it correct up and down. The computer has it upside down. So if I want to correct that, which I would think you would, simply go to these two icons. You'll flip it vertically and horizontally. Okay. Alright, so now I have it the same as the iPad next to it. Okay. And they're both pulling off the same signal. Okay. Now one of the cool things you can do with this microscope is to actually measure microscopic devices. So let me show you how to do that. First thing you want to do is calibrate the instrument. So I go over here to the calibration, and I click New Calibration. Okay. And let's just call it, how about New Calibration? Alright, and now it says the magnification, this is 60. Well, it's not 60 on my microscope. So if I look down here and I zoom into the microscope, you can see that it's actually about 27.5. Okay, so now I've set the magnification for 27.5, and I've set the length for 1 millimeter, which is the distance between these two lines here. So now I'm going to give the computer a reference. So I'll click on this big line here. I can click as close to the center as possible, and then I will go to the next line. And that when I finish clicking that, now it has a reference measurement for 1 millimeter. So I'll click OK. Alright, so now if I actually want to measure something, like I'm going to measure the distance between here, the center of this line, and let's just say this line. And see, it says 5 millimeters. So it works. So now you can use this for parts. For example, this is a part to a CNC machine. We want to measure the tip to tip. We can do that under the microscope, and I will show you how to do that in just a second here. Okay, so let's put this guy into the microscope and measure it. See if we can actually get a measurement. So we'll remove the calibration, and I'm going to put this on here. Okay. I need to focus a little bit. Okay. Now I want to measure, let's just say from this angle to that angle. So I can click, or sorry, this end and to this end. Okay, that tells me it's 10.7 millimeters from end to end, from tip to tip there. So if I want to measure the distance across this screw head here, hex head, you can do that. And it says that it's 5.037 millimeters. Okay, and that's how you would measure distances. Now, this can also measure angles. So, okay, now this program can also measure angles. And for example, I want to measure the angle here of this triangle piece. So I'm going to click on the upper corner here, and then the lower corner there. And now you can see that it gives me an angle. So I'll click in the corner there, and that's a 59.436 degree angle. I would assume that's actually 60-degree angle if I had clicked on the exact right spot. But that's how you make angles, and you can do that with a 3-point or 4 points. You can also do arcs and circles and other shapes too. So it's a very useful measuring tool. Now the microscope also comes with its own lighting. Well, right now we're just using the room lighting, the overhead lights. But let's show you an example of what you can do with the built-in lighting. So right now we've just got room lighting now, and we'll turn the room lighting off. And you can see it gets pretty dark, can't see many details. So we'll click the button on the side of the microscope once, and it turns on the white light. Now one thing you might notice is a little bit of contrast on this part. For white lighting than you had for the overhead lighting. Now we're going to switch to UV. Okay, so now this is an ultraviolet. An ultraviolet allows you to see smaller details, but it also brings out things like this. This is a scratch on the surface, and another scratch there, that under normal lighting they'd be hard to see, but UV they become very apparent. Alright, well thank you for watching. Today we just covered the Igaging software and its measuring functionality, along with its different lighting capabilities like the UV and visible light. If you need more information, go to igaging.com and contact us there. My name is Sean League. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.